When she steps into the ring with that idol-like, soft smile, everyone assumes the promotion just brought in a pretty box office gimmick. The crowd hoots and hollers, clueless that they've just fed a monster more vicious than a young Tyson into that very ring. She is the absolute nightmare they call real-life Chun-Li, Mona Kimura.
And she does it so well.
Beneath that cute, innocent exterior lies an offensive system as precise as a meat grinder, one that completely flips conventional fighting logic on its head.
But Choi has to stay inside.
Right.
It creates a bone-chilling contrast between her and the typical brawlers who rely on brute aggression. In just 2 short years as a pro, she's used a hybrid style, rooted in traditional karate, but perfectly adapted to modern kickboxing to systematically dismantle every doubter who laughed her off as a hype gimmick, leaving them broken on the fucking canvas one by one.
Boxing with a right hand and a left to the body.
Behind her viral fame isn't just curiosity, it's a cold, tactical masterclass in system-based domination, a true case of fighting on a completely different plane. Born in 2001, Kimura grew up immersed in martial arts. As a kid, she dabbled in various striking disciplines, but karate's unique power generation and distance control hooked her for good.
Right, and also because she's sight on. It's
Unlike most practitioners who treat it as a hobby, she showed freakish athleticism from the start, sweeping regional karate tournaments throughout her teens and standing on podiums year after year. As early as the 2020s, her performances in exhibition matches sent a clear and dangerous signal. She had no intention of staying an amateur. Her eyes were fixed on the most competitive, cutthroat stage of all the Ko-1 Pro ring, and she was determined to shatter the stereotype of Japanese kickboxers with her own blueprint. In 2024, Kimura made her professional debut and instantly became the fastest rising prospect in women's stand-up fighting. Early on, the skeptics were loud and dismissive, calling her flashy kicks nothing but style over substance, claiming she lacked the fundamentals to survive at the elite level. But her debut against Ogiwara Kazuna was a brutal declaration of intent. From the opening bell, Ogiwara focused solely on Kimura's leg kicks, doing everything to stay out of long-range striking distance.
as fast as that side kick.
What she didn't realize was that within Kimura's twisted distance control system, those front kicks weren't finishers, they were the shackles that locked prey against the execution rack. The moment Ogiwara got backed into the corner and her guard dropped, Kimura switched gears in a heartbeat, unloading a razor-sharp rear straight that pierced through her defense like a steel spike.
Body shot to head there from Mona.
The sheer, penetrating power of that punch left Ogiwara half-conscious and unable to mount any real offense. Kimura took her first pro win without breaking a sweat. That first-round massacre sent shockwaves through the scene. Just 2 months later, Kimura jumped back in, this time facing a tougher test Yuka. Yuka's camp had done their homework, studying tape and crafting what they thought was the perfect counter strategy. But when the bell rang, Yuka realized in horror that the woman on tape and the demon standing across from her were not even in the same league. The fight turned into a desperate cat-and-mouse game. Kimura used her freakish leg reach to keep Yuka pinned in that deadly can't-hit, can't-escape range. No matter how wildly Yuka tried to bull rush into pocket range, Kimura would calmly cut off every single entry. The entire bout felt like a live tactical drill. Kimura never rushed, just toyed with distance until she drained Yuka's gas tank and crushed her will to fight, winning a surgical, no-blood decision.
She really does need to pull out all the stops and go for broke now.
Back-to-back wins only fueled the hype. Next up was 41-year-old veteran Ozawa Satoshi. If her first 2 fights were impressive, this one exposed the cold-blooded killer within. Ozawa had seen it all, and her team was confident that veteran savvy could unravel the rookie's puzzle. But in the ring, experience became a death sentence. Kimura abandoned traditional kickboxing rhythms entirely, her in and out multi-level attacks magnifying Ozawa's anxiety with every exchange.
Waiting for her emergence here in K1.
By the end of round 2, Ozawa's face was a mess of cuts and bruises, and her eyes betrayed sheer, bottomless dread. Yet Kimura shows zero rookie jitters. She moved like an emotionless execution machine, methodically breaking her opponent's spirit with unrelenting pressure. When the referee saw Ozawa absorbing punishment without any meaningful reply, he stepped in to stop the fight, handing Kimura another TKO victory and sending the crowd into a frenzy.
Karate, they call it a yokogeri.
The fight that truly silenced every critic and elevated Kimura to cult hero status came against Choi Yoon-ji after the hype had gone viral. By then, the entire K1 scene was on high alert, and Choi's camp tried to use relentless pressure to crack Kimura's system. But when you're facing a generational gap in fighting logic, no game plan can save you. Every time Choi pushed forward, she walked straight into Kimura's airtight, long kicks, short punches, kill box. Fans often marvel at Kimura's exotic kicks, but they underestimate her polished punching power years in the making. Try to close the distance? You eat a nasty leg kick. Try to back off? You eat a heavy straight, or a hook that rocks your skull.
And she obviously, she's never lost it.
It wasn't a fight. It was a one-sided system crash. By the later rounds, Choi was gassed, unable to find even a single clean counter. After that demolition, the doubters went silent for good. The former pretty face had officially become the undisputed new god of kickboxing. Women's stand-up fighting has entered a new era, and Mona Kimura has ripped open a bloody gash in the sport's stagnant landscape. Her karate-infused technique, her deceptively soft appearance, and her devastating in-ring violence make her the most promising star on the rise.
Now she's boxing. The feet are down and she's boxing.
Given her current rate of evolution so effortlessly controlled, it's only a matter of time before her influence ripples across the global combat sports market. For every fighter who has to face her, the real terror isn't just how strong she is, it's that you never know whether the next thing that puts you down will be that disarmingly gentle smile or the bone-crushing blow that follows right after.